Welcome into your 15-minute weather. I'm meteorologist John Zeigler with meteorologist Courtney Aitken. How you doing today?
Good.
How was your beautiful perfection yesterday?
Oh, it was wonderful. I went on a very long walk. I just kept on looping.
Really?
Kept on walking.
You're like, you did bring your dog?
I did.
You're just like, come on.
And he was like having the best day ever because we were like doing our long loop. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it again. Why not?
I love that.
And he was like trying to go home. And then once he realized I was still walking, it was like, you could see it was like, let's go.
We're still going?
Yeah.
Now, does your dog, I have a beagle. If I go on the same path, he's not as excited. I have to bring him down different paths. If we go down the same path, then he turns around because he's like, I've been here before.
Yes, he does do that. I just kind of let him lead, like, because there's like different ways we can go, and just wherever he walks, like that's where we go.
I like that.
I let him be in his masculine energy.
There you go.
He's the man. I let him lead.
Wow, that's great. Your dog leads
dog.
your life.
Yeah.
I golfed yesterday. Golfed terrible. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I was out there. I was like, this is perfect. It was 68 for a high. Today we're going.
That's perfect. What's your perfect high temperature?
I would say 71.
Okay.
I like odd numbers. No, I would say 70.
Okay.
I like 70 over 68. Like, I've really examined this because I'm a weird freak meteorologist, like you probably are too. Mm-hmm. And I was like 68 yesterday. I'm like, it was a 9.99999 because I think it could have been just a little warmer. 70.
Yeah, could have been a little bit warmer. I agree.
think 70 is my favorite day.
Does your favorite temperature change based on where you are? Because I love 65 in Colorado.
Oh.
I love 65 in Colorado. I love 90 in Texas.
Oh,
it's like the perfect day
like a
there.
drier heat. I think you just what you acclimated to.
And then here, I could see like 70 being great.
Yeah, 70 is good. We get a lot of 70s here.
Let's go.
Now, Minnesota is the absolute worst state in the country when it comes to winter, as you've seen. And then now we'll all pretend. We all pretend that we're happy and we love it. We're like, nah, I go ice fishing 5 times a year. 5. And maybe 6. And I'm like, I'm a huge ice fisherman. I love winter. It's like, okay.
I'm actually shocked to hear that you go 5. I thought it was like every day.
No, I mean, well, it's because the season is too short. You think it's like, oh, in December you're itching to go, and then you don't. And then like January 6th, you're like, it snowed, and 7th and 8th come, and then finally on the January 9th, we're out there. And then January 9th, and then we ice fish every week, maybe twice a week till February 15th. And then the ice was bad this year after that. So it was ended up being like 1 month. I don't know. It's just like, but in my head, I tell myself I love it, and I only go 6 times. But in the summer, even a walk is nice.
Yeah, true.
But we're the only place in the country that'll be in the 70s and 80s in the middle of July. Everybody else will be in the 90s and the 100s. Even Iowa will be in the 100s.
Yeah.
But we won't.
That's
So
true.
there you go.
There you go.
You made it.
I made it.
And we have some fun nuggets to talk about on our show, too.
Yeah, we do. Let's do it. So today, going to be really nice, even better than yesterday. Only negative, really, is that we do have a red flag warning, not for the metro, but for areas out to the west. Keep in mind, they haven't had any rain. There hasn't been any snowpack. It's really dry, and it's going to be warm and windy today. So all of that added together equals fire danger. So the timing for that, 11 a.m. until 8 o'clock this evening. And usually when we get a red flag warning, the precursor to that, if there is one, is a wind advisory. And it's going to be windy out there today. And John was talking about this graphic yesterday. So we found it. We pulled it in. April, on average, is the windiest month of the year. How about that?
I actually thought it was May. So I didn't
It's
see
close, though. It's
so
really
I
close.
think this tells you everything you need to know. I really do. I think the jet stream shows itself here, right?
Yeah.
Why does it not storm a lot in August? Because there's no jet stream, and the wind is light and it's pleasant. So this, I think the best month of the year here is August, in my opinion.
Okay.
Weather-wise, it's pleasant all the time. It might be hot, but who
Oh, yeah,
cares?
lightest winds. There you go.
Yeah, I like the way. So yes, I think that this is a nice map because April, it's always windy. You know, whether a low's passing near north or south, it's just the fronts are coming in. So even today, we'll see that wind pretty strong.
Yeah, today wind will be strong, and then tomorrow, as the front actually passes, it's going to get pretty windy too. But today, It'll be breezy, really nice. We're in the upper 50s by the end of our streaming show. We'll be in the upper 70s by this afternoon. So genuinely no complaints about today. You've got those 80s out to the west. Those same areas that have the red flag warning will be kind of the hot spots today. 86 for Laverne. But look, even Bemidji, I feel like you always call them out for being so cold. Even they get some 70s today. So that's exciting.
Wow.
Yes.
We are crazy.
Let's see. Sunset tomorrow night.
I like this.
8 o'clock. It's the first one of the year. So we're excited about it.
Not tonight, tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. Yep. Tonight it's like 7:59. So we're getting there.
Okay. I love that.
I love that too. Days are getting longer. Tomorrow morning, or tomorrow's just going to be interesting. So we start with 50s and then it's a morning high. So the 70, we were talking about this yesterday. We talked about it all day today. It's deceiving. You're going to see that on the 7-day. You're going to see it on your app and be like, oh, great, 70. But by the time you actually get out the door to do something, or by the time you get out of school or work, it's going to be cold and windy. It might even be storming.
We should have a new segment called, and like a stinger that's called App Crap or something.
App I like that.
I don't know. Do you like that? I was thinking.
It caught me off guard. That's really funny.
Oh, really? All right, good. I'm always surprised when I make it funny. I don't know. I feel like people rely on the app crap. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're not always bad. I don't know why. I actually don't know why they're so bad.
Well,
it's mainly the Apple one.
You explained it one time why they're so bad.
Okay. Explain it to me.
I held on to this because I've used it when like my friends ask me why they're bad. I think you said something along the lines of like, when we look at the forecast, we're looking at like the different models. So we're looking at the European and maybe the Canadian, the global, whatever we're looking at, the American model, and then we're using discretion and using what we know to make the best decision on what the temperature will actually be. And that's creating a forecast. Whereas I think you said the models take all the data, or not the models, the Apple weather app.
Where is the Apple weather app?
Takes, right there.
Oh, it's weather.
It takes all.
Oh, it says
Cupertino, because that's where Apple is located in California, I think.
Keep going.
But I think you explained it like they take all the data that exists and they just average it, and that's not how it works.
So what they end up doing too is they just so each run. Actually, tomorrow is a perfect example. Maybe we should go into it right now.
App crap. Here we go.
Let's do app crap.
App crap.
So I'm looking at app crap. Okay. Right now it's got 65% chance of rain Friday. That's probably deceiving.
That is deceiving.
It's fine when you don't have a lot of weather coming in, but I'm going to pull this up and I'm going to show you why apps are crap. And how we're going to do this is I'm going to pull through this RPM and explain tomorrow's high temperature and really the nightmare that it is. Okay?
Yep.
So we're going to go here. So this is a model. Understand that what's happening here is not actually what's going to happen in real life. Right? We know that. So as a human being, I know that this won't actually happen. What if, and I'm going to do this, we're going to do this right now. So this is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. This is during your high. A nice high would be 73. So the model is going to ingest 67, right? Because that's what the model says. But if let's move this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift the mile, and I'm going to do this on here. I have a distance shift. I'm going to shift this. Let's do it 20 miles. 20 miles, 20 miles. Hold on. Oh, I don't think the temperatures are going to fall, are they?
What do you mean?
I was thinking that the temps would fall if I shifted this.
Oh, I see what you mean.
That's okay, it won't work. But what I'm going to do, it'll work this way. So 69 degrees at noon. What if the front actually is right here at noon and it misses by 2 hours? Then our high is 57 degrees. So what the Apple app may do, and what they actually do is they ingest what the thing tells them. So it might jump around. Mm-hmm. So Friday you might see 57, and then the next day might be 75, and then the next day might be 48, and then the next day might be 67. That's because we're on the boundary during our high temperature. So us human beings, we know to trend the temperature, explain it to you, explain the uncertainty. A weather app cannot explain uncertainty.
Exactly.
And that's like tomorrow is an absolute perfect example. So somebody could see it be 78, which it was probably 2 days ago. It might be 57 immediately the next run because this jumps around. So I don't know. I don't know why they're so bad. They are really bad. They overdo precipitation as well.
They really overdo it. And yeah, they're not going to tell you like this. They're not going to give you this. The fact that we could see storms tomorrow, and moreover, a couple of them could be on the strong side. Not really worried about that for the metro. You can see we're in that green stripe. That's a level 1, or what we call a marginal risk for severe weather, meaning we could get 1 or 2, if that, isolated strong to severe storms. The probability goes up the further you go to the southeast, where you have La Crosse once again under an enhanced. That's a level 3, so that's where you pay a little bit more attention.
We'll have to watch for moderate to get popped in here.
Yeah.
Very strong low level jet tomorrow. Probably in Iowa or northern Illinois, but we just found out, we were looking at back at past 10 years of severe weather. Northern Illinois gets hammered with severe weather.
I couldn't believe it. We were looking at the tornado reports year by year, and we had the nationwide view, and it's so dense. It's so dense in Iowa. The amount of dots that you see that indicate tornadoes that happen. I just didn't know.
It's crazy. And there is reasoning behind it, right? Because the circulation of the low is actually up by Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Illinois. And that drives a lot of tornadoes. We don't get maybe the large ones like the South does, but the South doesn't have that warm front circulation. They just work on
dry lines,
cold fronts. They're not as strong rotation. So there you go. Okay, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. If we saw cells at this time, they'd be weak, and the better chance will be in the East Metro. The reasoning behind this is the further east you go, the warmer it is. It's not rocket science. There they go. And you can see those storms will strengthen as they go to Wausau. If we go just after 4, see the explosion, it makes sense. It's going to be on the front where it's warmest. Again, I always look at it like weather like a spring. So if you have a big spring and you push it, like the warmer it goes, the further down you push the spring, right? So here in the Twin Cities, we're going to push it down a little bit and then let it go, and it kind of pops a little bit. But then in Wisconsin, they're all day, they're just pushing that spring down and down and down. And when the front comes, they explode. Oh. Right? I don't know.
It's a good visual.
I tried a lot of those. Sometimes they work.
You've had a lot of good ones this week. The vacuum was good. Spring is good. App crap was good.
App crap, yeah. One day maybe the apps and AI will take over, but
for now we've got job security, folks.
Look at the job security here.
So today, I've been saying today's my pick of the week. I just think that it's the best. Upper 70s. It will be breezy, and again, if you are out west,
what about Tuesday?
No burning today. Tuesday looks good too, but it could change because it's a ways out. So in the short term, I like today. Next week, I like Tuesday. Tomorrow, that's a no-go, and I'm gonna go back to the fact that you're not golfing tomorrow, and you could have. That's how you really know.
That's a big deal. If the meteorologist changes their plans, you need to change your plans.
You should change your plans.
Well, whatever.
You can do whatever you want, obviously. But
free country. But I don't know. I don't like tell people what to do. I usually just do I like to look at weather as gambling because I like gambling. So if the blackjack dealer told me you got an 80% chance to win, I would take that hit every time. But I still know that I'm going to lose here and there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I look at like a weather. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm looking for 100% guarantee. So I'm going to text my friends and be like, how about Tuesday?
Because that looks good.
The odds of Tuesday getting to a level where it's bad are probably 1 in 100, maybe 5 in 100. But because the center of the high is that day. So I know that the center of the high is the best chance for long range forecasting. And then the 2 days outside of it have a little more volatility, and then the 1 day, so Monday and Wednesday have a little volatility, but then the days like way far away from the high have lots of volatility, which would be like Friday would be the furthest away from the high. It's the front. So you want to stay away from those days planning things. Yeah. I don't know if people would know that, but because a lot of times the cold front, the positioning of it dictates how nice your day is.
The center of high, that's a really good method because if you're in the center of a high, you're kind of protected. Nothing can get in.
Right.
In the when it comes to active weather.
You could maybe get a shower or sprinkle. You maybe could get clouds, but it won't ruin your day.
Right.
So that's why I follow the highs. Anyways, Tuesday's a high pressure, and it's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Today's going to be great. Tomorrow will not.
Watch it be great.
Watch it be great. Just our luck.